That is kind of impressive, though. Lighting a joint off another joint. I can never do that.
Because you weren't a weeblo, cocksucker. That's what.
I was a weeblo. I went until it became Boy Scouts. I was there for like a year and it got a little creepy, so I stopped.
What do you mean creepy? Somebody tried to...
I never understood, and I'm sure most of them are nice, but it's just like people who like are doing that stuff and like not all of them, but some of like I got some weird vibes from like some of like the guys who'll teach girls softball. Seems kind of weird to me a little bit. So I mean I'm sure 95% of them are fine, but just stuff like that kind of creep me out a little bit.
You can always tell. They do get a little too into it.
Yeah.
That's what, I don't like that shit. And they got that look like they never really got older. Like just a face. They look like, what, Benjamin Buttons? Look like a pervert fucking Benjamin Buttons. It's gonna fuck you in the ass in the button. It's Wednesday. It's a beautiful motherfucking day to be alive. Get up there. We had a very interesting Monday night. It's funny because sometimes me and Lee hang and it's fucking hysterical because I show Lee, what I see. Why I have the fucking thing on my mind. I'm fucking stoned.
Oh, really?
I like it. And as usual, this podcast is always sponsored by Honor, and not even called sponsored. They're my buddies. I like Aubrey. I like the products that they fucking sell. I like how I feel, the fucking new mood. Excuse me. I like the Alpha Brain. I like the Strong Bone if you're a fat fuck. And I like the hemp protein. This morning I made a banana shake with the chocolate hemp protein.
Oh, that must have been good.
Little milk. Fuck, I'm off. I ain't farting. It's clean. I'm ready to go. I really don't like eating. When I get over here, I got to leave here the house by 5:30, 20 to 6. I don't have time to make eggs. I'm not that hungry.
Yeah,
I'm not that hungry when I get up. You have the same problem.
Yeah.
I have to smoke 52 bong hits and,
I think it's because for me, like, when you get up and you go, I've never been hungry. So when I wake up and go to work, I don't get hungry until, like, lunch. So.
Oh, no. I got to eat something on the path. When I was a kid, I could get up and do that. And then I found out it's not really good for you.
Oh, it's awful for you.
So I usually try to get up, and before I leave the house, I put something in. Because if I start driving and get car sick and my blood sugar goes low, it's going to be a hell of a fucking day.
Oh, yeah.
I got to put something.
I've been having breakfast every day. Like my girl who's been staying with me said it looks like a magazine. Like I had like scrambled eggs, toast, and an apple, and I've been trying to do that. And I don't know. I have had some energy.
You look good. You're taking care of yourself. You're being a better friend to yourself. That's a beautiful thing when you're 24. I didn't do that.
Yeah, I'm trying.
That's why you got to do it. You're looking sharp. Let me see. Wiggle, Funko, Joy.
Oh, shit. Wiggle with no music.
Oh, shit. You got to wiggle with no music anyway. You should have the music just playing in your fucking head.
Speaking of music in your head, we went out Monday night.
It's hysterical. There was a couple things that fucked me up about that night. Number one, we went to the Happy Endings to go do comedy. And I got down there, I waited for a long time, and I had a spot somewhere else, so I had to leave. But it was funny how we sat there, Lee and I got a salad, and I was drinking Diet Coke. Lee got a little Maker's Mark. Lee likes the whiskey.
I do.
And we're watching this karaoke, and that was creepy. That was fucking creepy.
That was my first time seeing karaoke, and I didn't even look at them. I was sitting with my back to the stage area, and I was just looking at you because you with every person who came up until the two girls who sang that Kesha song, your face just went blank, and you just started shaking your head.
I never saw something like that in my life. But the clique that came down, they had some skinny guy that you could tell was a fucking mortovan, death warmed over, with these jeans and these white shoes that were fucking beat up, and a t-shirt and a white vest made out of mink. And he had his a George Michael beard, everything was perfect. I can't stand those fucking guys. And he was in that karaoke scene, and you know what? They had some hot fucking chicks. How hot were those chicks? There was a chick with a dress on. And they're wasting their time with these karaoke guys who are fucking goofy retards in a way. They're up there singing bad music. And me and Lee, there was one chick that sang a song. It was so fucking bad. It was so bad. She looked like the mother in Carrie, creepy lady like that.
Yeah.
And even the guy she was with kept looking at the football, the basketball game. He didn't want to look at it. It's something that, but this was a Hollywood karaoke, guys, so I'm very sorry. Let's blend this down for you. If you go to Michigan and I go to fucking Grand Rapids and there's a karaoke, it's regular kinfolk just singing, having a good time.
Yeah.
You ever just do that? Go fucking sign up. I started comedy and karaoke. Comedy and karaoke, when I was starting, came hand in hand because I started in Boulder. and there wasn't a lot of there wasn't a lot of stand-up.
Oh, okay.
So I would go to karaoke and have to sing a song, and then the next one, take the mic and start doing material. And the guy would get pissed and throw me out of there. And I did that in Jersey, I did that in Colorado, I did that in Seattle, I did that in New Jersey.
Oh, shit, no.
I would go to karaoke and take over a karaoke show.
That's hilarious.
So when you go to those places, they do it for fun, people. We drink, we fucking smoke a toots, we smoke a fucking bang, a blast, and we go get 3 beers and we sing I Will Love You by Whitney Houston, and we get fucked up. These people were singing it with the hopes that there was somebody in the audience to discover them.
Yeah, that creepy girl was doing that Christina Aguilera thing where they would go up and down with the words that it didn't need to do.
It was fucking atrocious. But the story of the night that really fucked with me was the bartender.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
Okay, when I walked in there, we went upstairs, checked in, walked back downstairs, and this is a very interesting story. Walked back downstairs and we sat at the bar, and I went to look around the bar, and some girl was like, Joey, and I go, what the fuck, Kat? And I had seen her, and she was a beautiful girl that I was friends with as a stand-up comic in Chicago 10 years ago when I used to work this club on the South Side.
Oh, I didn't know you met her there.
Yeah, I didn't meet her out here.
Okay.
So we became friends Friday and Saturday. After you did comedy at this place, you sat around the back and you drank with the waitresses and the bar staff and a couple people who let to stay. I'd get a gram of blow and talk to them. That girl didn't do blow, nothing. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I would talk to them, then go back to my hotel room, look out windows, or whatever the fuck I would do. But what was very interesting was her and I became friends. She wanted to act. Listen, guys, I was 40 fucking 2, all fucked up, and she was 20 something at the time. I wouldn't hit on her. And we would go to lunch at Steak and Shake, right? And we'd get like a vanilla shake, and we'd talk about acting and what she did. And then one day she bust out a movie with Mariah Carey's boyfriend,
Nick Cannon. Yeah.
Nick Cannon. And in the movie, she has to kiss Nick Cannon.
Okay.
So what we had spoken about, like we would meet and talk about, like make notes. Listen, man, as a stand-up comic, you move here and you're a stand-up comic, and that's great. You learn how to cover the spread as a stand-up comic. Somebody once told me to get into acting class, so I went to a Vanna Chubbuck acting class, which is one of the premier acting classes. It's where the black chick went before she won the Oscar.
Halle Berry?
Halle Berry, and the tall white chick went before she won the Oscar. The tall one that's really hot right now that did a skit dancing on the Oscars. She played in that movie with Marky Wahlberg where they robbed the fucking guy. Real pretty. Who's the pretty?
Is it Uma Thurman or Charlize Theron? Or?
Charlize Theron.
All right.
So Charlize Theron thanked her, and the black chick thanked Vanna Chubbuck.
Okay.
And Thursday night's class is the heavy-duty class. That's where you go and there's agents there. You have to work yourself up to that class. So you take a beginner class, and they move you to the intermediate class. And the master class is Wednesday, Thursday being the premier class.
Okay.
You know, you go there and see models in there, supermodels. You'd see the guy from Sex and the City on Thursday night, and they let you do scenes. But you know what? It really doesn't matter, because I'm the motherfucker in the morning class that's working anyway. You follow me?
Yeah.
So that was what they trained you a certain way, but that's not what we're talking about here today. So I meet this girl, and we're talking, and I go, listen, when you go to L.A., go to Vanna Chubbuck. She specializes in women. And you go, like, Joey, why? Because she breaks a woman down. She makes you get naked in front of the class and do a scene. You know, with people you never known before. It's fucking creepy.
Jesus.
But she makes a woman get out of her skin, get out of herself.
Okay.
So that's why those women are tougher than fucking nails. So I told her, she does this movie, kisses Nick Cannon, is an extra in the fucking movie, and one of the young producers is blowing smoke up her ass. She needs to move out here. She needs to live in Hollywood. She doesn't need acting class. She needs $2,000 headshots. Now, this chick was selling real estate, and she was a waitress in Chicago.
Okay.
She moves out here. She calls me up one day. That's when I used to hang out in front of that gym where we were the other night.
Oh, okay.
In Justin Fortune's gym. I meet her there. There used to be a cafe right next door. I take her to the cafe. We're sitting there, and she's fucking insulting me. She goes, you know, I talked to my producer friend on that movie, and he said that you were wrong, that I shouldn't go to an acting class. And I'm like, what? And I go, you've never done anything before.
Yeah.
You know, you've never done anything. At least when you're a comedian, you've done shit. You've been on sets. You've seen what happened. This chick's like, I'm not going to be an extra, but I'm not going to acting class. And you know me, I don't give a fuck what you do. But she's like, you know, I think you're doing it wrong out here. She goes, you're doing it wrong. She goes, me and this guy worked out a plan where I don't have to do acting classes. She goes, it's more about
networking,
going to clubs and talking to people and having this photographer headshot me and all this shit. And I'm looking at her going, wow, okay, you know, if you don't think I'm fucking wrong, you know. And I never saw her again. She was moving into an apartment on Wilshire Boulevard that you had to rent like as a community.
Okay.
And you had to share like the gym and something else, but you also had to share a theater. So if you were in a movie, your friends could come over and scream the film. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how crazy this girl got.
And for people who don't know, Wilshire Boulevard is one of the fanciest, like...
boulevards.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, when you move out here, guys, when you first move out here, what can your rent be? I mean, what's a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom you share with somebody? Your rent's like $500 if you share an apartment.
Yeah.
This guy talked this dummy into laying down $2,200. Now, there's two types of women in this town. There's two types of guys. If I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah.
Listen, I like your fucking pussy. We're gonna know before you fly out here and shit. But there are these dudes that come on to you as your friend, and you know at the end they just want to fuck you.
Yeah.
You know, just say it, get it out of the way. I kept saying, "Are you fucking this guy?" She's like, "No, he hasn't even tried. He's a sweetheart." Well, sure enough, you know, and you don't know what to do. That's why you don't get involved with those guys, ladies, because if you fuck them, you're wrong, and if you don't fuck them, you're fucking wrong. Damn if you do, damn if you don't.
Yeah.
And these guys will tell you whatever. You're beautiful. You're gonna make it out here. Blah 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 blah. And they're just gonna blow fucking smoke out your ass. You know, I looked at this girl as a young fucking girl. Well, after that day, I got up, went back to the gym, and I never even thought of her no more.
Yeah.
Like I was like, here we go. You know, because I've lived through a million of those.
Oh yeah, they have
I've
to come every
lived through
day.
a million people who've come in with a fucking credit card and a smile, and they have all the answers, and they fucking blast off. And with me, it's always been hard work and staying on base. The other day, I watched Moneyball, and the most important thing about your life after a certain age in your career is staying on base. You're on first base for a while, but at least you're on fucking base.
Yeah.
And you're threatening to steal, and you get the second. There's nothing like not having anything going on in this town.
Yeah.
People have nothing going on. It's a mind fuck because they depend on this guy or they wrote a script between 3 guys. Listen, 10 years ago, I fucked up. I should have wrote a script for television. I would have been on television right now because people don't write for me, but I didn't. And that's not the point. The point is that 4 years ago, I decided that I wasn't going to wait on anybody for help anymore.
Yeah.
The agents weren't going to help me. Nobody's going to help me. I had to write my own material. I had to get up in the morning and email people. And a lot of people don't like my style of business. But I don't give a fuck. A lot of casting. There's been about 2 casting people in the last 15 years that have contacted me and said, you're not supposed to contact me as an actor. And I replied, my job is to end your job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My job is to end your job. I knew right now if I had to look for 50 fucking people for a TV show and look through breakdowns and all this shit, but you came to me with 3 people to save me, I would appreciate that.
Yeah, it must be kind of like because I mean, mine is a little weird. I work for a few months and I have to look for a new job. It must be kind of weird. Like, you work maybe for a day or 2, and you can kind of go look for a job, but your agent is supposed to be the one doing it. So you're just kind of sitting around waiting.
Right. So your agent, you call your agent on Tuesday or Monday and ask him what's going on, and he'll say, oh, there was a part coming on this, and there's a part coming on in Community, and there's a part on this. That's fine and fucking dandy. I decided to do it a different way. I got what's called the breakdowns. The breakdowns are the same thing the agents get, which is a hand job of what's going on in this town. Mm-hmm. See, when I moved here, the breakdowns were the Bible. There were 200 pages a day.
Jesus.
And that was just for theatrical. And in those breakdowns, you had ads, you had, education for actors, you had stuff that was going on, so it wasn't all breakdowns. So the breakdowns are basically this. Lee's doing a movie, The Adventures of the Flying Jew. He's going to be the lead, but he needs a co-star. Then he needs the characters in the movie. They'll say, Lee Syatt, 28 to 32, chubby little Jewish guy, whatever, recurring role, whatever the fuck it says, and then they send you in. The agent sees that, calls up and says, I have a guy that fits that, send me his headshot, and then they call you the fuck in. That's the traditional way. And then you go to producers. I figured out a different way. With TV, you never know. With TV, it's every 3 days that they're looking for a role, so you can't stand it. But for a film, I would get the breakdown, okay? I would get the role that I wanted. Let's say it was a mafia movie.
Okay.
All right, let's break it down to the longest yard.
I was just going to say that, yeah.
Okay, let's break it down to the longest yard. I get the call for the longest yard. Now, the longest yard isn't really that fair because the longest yard was a lead. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm trying to do here. I pick a roll that's big, and I pick a roll that's small. That's really me at the time.
Okay.
I pick a roll that's a little big. You ever go to a fucking steakhouse and there's a 12-ounce steak? There's a 20-ounce steak? The 12-ounce steak you've had 15 times and it's comfortable. But tonight you're going to eat the 20-ounce steak for some reason or another. But you got to have it there.
Yeah.
The thought of you having it there. So what I would do is take the breakdowns, take 2 rolls that I'm right for, one big and one small, and get the sides from an agent. Call a different agent friend of mine that was a lit department somewhere and say, hey, do you have the script for The Flying Jew, the autobiography? He'll email it to me, and then I'll read the rolls. And then what I would do is take the pages out of the script that has his rolls, and I would bring that scene to life by myself. So I would call you up, Lee, and put the camera in front of you, and you'd put it on me, and I'd do the scene.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'd say, hi, my name is Joey Coco Diaz, and I put an audition tape together. And I found out where the fuck you lurked, and I sent you the tape overnight. That's a hustle move.
Yeah.
That's a move that only you could put together. Somebody told me about it, and I did it. A lot of people wouldn't do that. But that's how I got The Longest Yard. And that's how I got Spider-Man 2. And that's how I got the other one I fucking with Denzel. That's how you get these movies. My job is to end your job of searching.
Yeah.
So that's what I do.
Because otherwise you're sitting around a coffee bean and just
waiting for somebody else to make a move. I want to know what the fuck's going on. You know, a lot of times, yeah, it's great to do spots at the Improv or the Laugh Factory or fucking... It's great, or the Comedy Store. Me, I go down to the Mexican rooms and the black rooms. Why? Because I want to have my heartbeat on the pulse of what the fuck's really going on.
Okay.
I want to know what's going on. I don't want to just dabble in it. I want to know what the fuck's really going on. If you're going to do this, if you're going to be a plumber, you want to know what the fuck's going on. If you want to be a scientist, you got to know what the fuck's going on. I don't candy coat my comedy. I go to hell holes 2 nights a week.
Because Monday, I mean, you knew the guy and it was nice of you to be there, but in reality, you didn't have. It's not like you. It's like an open mic. It seemed like or something.
It's practice.
Like that. Yeah.
It's practice. It's going up against different fucking faces. When you're a quarterback, you got to go up against different defenses and call audibles. Audibles is when you make the decision there. They make a big deal about, oh my God, that guy just called an audible. Oh my God. You're supposed to call fucking audibles every day in your fucking life.
You've been playing it for 30 years.
If you're driving down a fucking street and you see a dead fucking car 2 miles up, as you're looking, you see a bunch of idiots sitting there, you're going to fucking hook that left and get the fuck out of there to make your life easier. That's an audible. You just made a fucking choice. You follow me? A lot of people, oh my God, he did an audible. What's wrong with you? We do audibles. It's a decision. Mm-hmm. It's a decision at the line of fucking scrimmage, which is a decision at the line of do or fucking die. You got to make the call. You can't call mommy. You can't call daddy. You can't call Uncle Joey. You got to make the decision. And that's what that is. That's why I go to those rooms, so I can face different fucking type of people. You know, when I go to a Mexican room on a Thursday night at 10 o'clock, half of those people are on blow. They're walking in and out. I got to work for my fucking comedy.
Yeah.
You think they have music and lights and you come up dancing and shit? No, it's a pool table behind you. You follow me?
Yeah.
So you have to make it. A lot of people refuse to go down there. The Comedy Store is a very hard place to do comedy. Not everybody goes to the Comedy Store. You ever notice that?
Oh, yeah, of course. And it's...
People go to the Improv and the Laugh Factory. The Comedy Store is very fucking dark, so a lot of people won't go to the fucking Comedy Store. It's just dark in there. Your spots are always late. You know.
I went through something where I had a boss that was a shitty boss, awful. I wanted to quit every day, but ever since I went to new jobs, bosses don't seem as bad. So I've heard that about the Comedy Store, that it might suck and you might be making no money or whatever, but when you go to the Improv, you're ready for it. It's like it doesn't scare you.
You're ready. You know, I always say to myself that nobody can fucking scare me because I've done comedy in Buffalo at halftime of the Sabre game. That's as tough as your life's going to get. Tell you how tough your life's going to get today, cocksucker. I'm going to show you people something. Because what we do here in the church, what's happening, I'll keep you on trends and what's cracking. We've introduced you to banana bread, vapor pens. What else, Lee? Well, fucking bang bars across the country. They got this
Auntie Dolores.
This is the hottest thing going right now. Chibo Chews, okay?
I was hoping you were too high and forgotten.
No, I didn't fucking forget, cocksucker. I never forget. I'm like Abe Lincoln. You see that? These are called Chibo Chews. I don't know how many milligrams they are, but these are double dose for the whole thing, Lee. So I'm just going to give you the wing. You guys are all going to judge. I'm going to give you I'm going to eat the other 1.5.
No.
Because that's how I fucking roll, all right? That's how I fucking roll. This is how strong these Chiba Chews are. Can you see them? Booyah! It's a fucking, it's a Chibo Chews.
Looks like one of those now and later things.
Yeah.
A Starburst. A couple of
Starbursts.
Starbursts.
Eat the indica so we get creative.
If I puke again, I swear to God.
Bro, come on. Who takes care of you like me, cocksucker?
You say that, and then you call 4 hours later laughing your head off.
You're crazy.
And I'm sitting in the corner trying not to throw up.
Because you think about it. You got to go out and move, you fuck. You got to go out and get some sun.
I don't know how you move with that stuff. I have to.
You fucking move.
I jump in bed and I hope for the best.
Put some music on. You're gonna sit there like a fucking mama. Look at the age. It's Wednesday. Play some fucking music for these people while I unroll this. This is like getting into a 14-year-old's fucking under. When you in the 8th grade, you try to bang your neighbor. You're gonna go through the vault of fucking death to get to her panties. But this is tremendous. Look at this. It's a fucking Tootsie Roll. Oh shit. That's all this is. It's a Tootsie Roll.
That's all that is.
Look, I'm gonna cut a little tiny piece for Lee. Because this is how your brother loves you. Look. Right. Look at that. Look what I'm eating and look what Lee's getting. Look at that.
All right, I'm going to throw some music on.
Hurry up. Oh, shit. Little Barry motherfucking White. Looking for Lee. Lee, you got to go spark this on bone for us, too.
All right.
Please. Can leave the music on. I'll just talk over the music and fuck with these people. It's Wednesday, cocksuckers. I got my main man, Danny Calandrulo, calling in. He's a kid that I watched... sizzle motherfucking basketball nets. Went on to be a top leading scorer in the nation at Seton Hall. He was one of my idols growing up, him and his brother. And if you guys have been paying attention, thank God to my main man, John Arena, who he also read Personal Foul and listened to Tim Donaghy on the fucking podcast when he was talking about the favoritism in his book. Well, if anybody who knows who's alive about the Laker game with Kobe and all that shit, I got Danny Bianculo calling in on the later in the half spot. I want to give some shout outs to some bad motherfuckers. The Pursue It Podcast, Death Squad, Nashville for helping me out this weekend. Chris Arnold and the MMA Die Hard. You know, I got all you motherfuckers. Bryce, I got fucking Asa Hensworth. You know, I got everybody. I love you motherfuckers. All I want is the best for you cocksuckers. That's it. I don't know what the fuck. This is what I got to deal with. I forgot the lighter this morning. I got here early. Shit went down. And I forgot the fucking lighter. But we got 3 joints to smoke. The show don't end until these fucking bazookas go down. Look at the size of this monster here. Then my fake cigarettes. I don't know what. I can't even be international this morning. I should have stopped and bought one. But I didn't. I was fucking early. I can't even be an international, like making believe I've been to Europe and all this shit to fucking fuse. But hey, what are you gonna do? It's Wednesday. I'm gonna be in Nashville at Zany's Saturday night, 11:15. I'm just dropping in. I'm staying close by. What'd you do, Lee? You mopped this whole margin?
I'll make a habit of lighting joints off my stove.
What's the music, Lee? He was just about to throw heat. And where you going? You gotta smoke some of this guy.
I've had enough. Two joints and that thing edible. I'm going to sleep for the rest of the day now.
What, 2 joints?
Well, that's just the second or third joint.
This is the second joint. So you're fucking me up. You're making you had me there. I had to think. I had to think if I was doing 3. I thought I rolled 2 and there was 1 here. So we were talking about that bartender in Hollywood and living here. Listen, the most important thing about living here that I seem to do. Don't ask me how, because I had horrible years in 2008 and 2007 and 2009 but I still shot movies and television shows and I still did stand-up. I still stayed relevant. I still stayed in the game. You know, when I walked in there that night and I sat down and seen her bartend, I was crushed and happy at the same time.
Well, were you happy or were you kind of felt like you were... I don't know, proved yourself right.
I was happy because I proved her wrong. You know, here she is fucking bartending. You just became a statistic. And her fiance is an aspiring filmmaker, and he's a fucking bartender, so he could suck my dick too. So, hey, listen, man, I had a job here for 3 fucking months, and once I quit the fucking job, I went for it.
Yeah.
That's it. You come here to get a little job for a little while. I'm not talking about you, Lee. I'm talking about these actors that
No,
come
I understand what you're saying.
And the reason why they have the job is a fucking safety net. I don't like a fucking job when you're trying to do something. It's like people get a commission job. You get a commission job because you don't want a ceiling over your fucking income. You want to be able to say, you know what? Today, Joey, I feel like making $5,000, and I'm not going to go home until I make $5,000.
Yeah.
A lot of people settle for a job that pays by the hour and it's got great benefits. Every once in a while, you got to walk on a fucking tightrope. You're living with your mother. You got nothing to fucking lose. Get a commission job. Learn how to sell from your fucking stomach. Learn how to go, wow, I fucked around Monday through Thursday. If I want to get paid today, I got to sell something. Somebody's got to pay for me to get up this morning and fucking go to work.
Now, when you said when you contact the casting directors, you had a couple of them that didn't like it. are there more people that appreciated it than didn't like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There was more people that didn't tell me directly, but I could see that they still call me in. They still call me in for different projects. John Papsadera, the chick who books It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Sons of Anarchy, Wendy O'Brien, she put me in Longest Yard. I mean, Lorna Johnson, who the other day some guy called me, we're talking about Lorna Johnson and coffee. She put me in 5 fucking television shows one year. 5 projects. She put me like in 3 movies and a TV show.
Yeah, and because you were saying something the other day, I don't think we were talking, it was talking kind of about it, but not this time, was you said if they cast the wrong person, it looks bad for the actor, but it also looks bad for the casting director because they fucked up. So if you send them in and they take a chance on you and you do a good job, why are they going to spend 10 hours looking at people they know aren't going to do it?
My job is to end your job. It's funny, even with stand-up comedy. You know what my formula was to book myself as a stand-up comedy 5-6 years ago?
What?
I would call comedy club owners and say hello. And when they would ask me, do you want a week here? I would go, no, I'm just calling you to check in with you. It would drive them crazy because at that time I didn't really want to go on the road. I was making money here, doing whatever mind fuck I had.
Okay.
So, I don't know. It's just, I'm very proud that I came out here and I did something every year so I wouldn't have to get a day job. And if you ask me what I did, I don't know what I did.
You don't remember?
I just know that I paid fucking attention.
Yeah.
You have to pay attention at every fucking job you have. Doing this podcast makes me a way better stand-up comic. Did you know that? It makes me a way better person, a stand-up comic. When I was walking down the stairs this morning, it was 5:32 in the morning. And I'm going to do a podcast with a friend of mine who doesn't mind, but we don't get a check at the end of the week for this.
No.
And we did this in the beginning, and a lot of people don't take this kind of chance in the country. A lot of people say, I wouldn't do that. I can't do that unless I'm working. And by doing something like this for 3 or 4 months and taking a knock and eating a Subway sandwich instead when you want a steak, it's like putting money in the bank and you get the revenue later. It's like punching in for something that you get paid on later. And I've always admired that about people. There's a lot of people who refuse to do that, and they're stuck in their fucking simple ways.
Yeah, because it's scary. I mean,
it's definitely fucking scary.
I was supposed to start a job last week, and I got a different offer, and I felt weird about the other thing, and now I have to take a month off, and I'm losing a few $1,000 because I'm not working for a month. But at a certain point, you have to make a decision about being happy in the place, and you don't want to just take everything that's offered to you. Kind of like we were talking about those comedy clubs, because when you turn them down, they're like, "Oh shit, he can turn it down."
Turn it down. He could turn it down. You know, there has to be a day that you have to. With me, I had to forget I was a comedian, that whore mentality, and I had become Joey Diaz again, who I was again. I always had the hustle and desire. Like, listen, I get up in the morning. If I find out about something, you call me and go, "Hey, Lisa Ayad's doing a movie. Joe Rogan's doing a movie." I'll call the casting director and find out. I'll find out who's doing what. And then from there, we get the side, and then from there, we work that motherfucker. Oh, there's a role for me? How are we going to work this? Let's see who the producers are. Let's see it from every fucking angle. When I did Spider-Man 2, I met this black kid on the thing. Good friend of mine, Jason. We still talk. Well, Jason calls me one day, and he goes, "Hey, bro, I'm in my office for the Longest Yard, and your picture's on the wall. We're going to get to work together again." I ended up doing like 3 films with Jason at that position. The point being that you keep working with the same people and you make relationships and they'll refer you.
Yeah.
This is a big town, but it's a small town. But you got to do something every day. Staying on base, when I say to people you got to stay on base and stay relevant in life itself, is justifying your existence. If you justify your existence every fucking morning, you get up, you have a plan, I'm going to do this, I'm going to drop this off. You know, last night I worked out, I know my day's complete when I go to that kickboxing thing because I'm 50 years old.
Yeah.
I'm not 20. When I go at 8:30, and I have when I wake up and I look at my notebook every morning, you know, the first thing you see is write 1 hour per day. I try to write 2 or 3 hours a day, but my minimum is 1 hour, so I write 7 hours for the fucking week.
Yeah.
You know.
Now let me ask you something. This is a small town, and if people don't like you, they can hurt you sometimes. Do you ever feel, because we talk about it a lot, how you don't play with bullshit and you don't like hang out with people. Do you feel sometimes like if you weren't so regimented, like, and
yeah,
if you didn't like yell at people, do you think you would have been further along?
Yes. If I would have shut my mouth and been passive, absolutely. But there's two sides to that coin. I lived in Seattle. There was a booker up there. I got in trouble, and she didn't like me after I got in trouble. Me and that girl Carol, I used to date the stripper that I found a piece of shit, the gum in her ass and all that. She and I got into a fucking argument one time. They put me in jail for fucking harassment outside her building. We were living together. So for some women, it took it like it was a domestic violence thing or whatever. So these women called each other and they're like, what the fuck happened with Joey? And this one woman decided to raise her fucking hand. Okay. So she calls me one day. She's like, I don't like what happened. I don't like what I'm hearing. I go, listen, I went to dinner with you and your husband. You know me. This is just a misunderstanding. This is fucking Seattle. She was like, okay. And she held it against me. This girl booked like 60 fucking rooms all around Washington. She wasn't booking me, Lee.
Okay.
So I had two decisions. I could sit in my house and cry like a fucking bitch and not say she booked me, or I would call her 3 times a week and go, hi, you have a room tonight and whatever. And she'd go, yes, I do. And I go, do you mind if I do a guest spot? 7 minutes. You don't have to pay me. And I could hear it in her voice. Like she fucking hated it. But she knew I knew the headliner. And she knew the headliner had okayed it. So she had no choice but to hire me for free.
Yeah.
And people would say, why do you do that? A, she don't like me, so I want her to hear my voice. Rule number 3, the art of war. Fucking if your fucking opponent is of a fucking caloric nature, agitate that motherfucker. Number 2, I went down and proved my point. That even though she didn't like me, wasn't going to stop me from doing my set. Because so what, she didn't pay me. I was still punching in at the fucking clock, and I was still getting better at what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
So I beat her in more ways than one, in my mind. Because she didn't have to pay me in her mind, but I was going down there to get better at what I do.
Yeah.
And at the end, I'm here, and she's still in fucking Seattle with an umbrella right now, looking out her fucking window, thinking about whether she'd go get a coffee or not. Do you understand me? That's the difference. She used to have 10 clients and 50 fucking rooms. She don't have that no more. She has nothing now. She has one event a year or something like that. And she's old and fucking wrinkly. But I'm here with you guys because no doesn't mean no. I'll find the fucking way to go around it.
Yeah.
You know, I know people don't hire me because I'll say, hey, that trailer's too small. Or, hey, there's not enough food on that table. I'm a fucking union member. And you know what my dues are a year? I got to pay 2 times. I got to pay dues a year. Then at the end of the year, I got to give another 1.5 to the union. If I got to pay those fucking dues and I'm doing a union job, when I show up, your shit better be fucking tight too.
Yeah.
For years, I went to these jobs. I didn't say nothing because you don't say nothing. But then when I stopped doing blow, I realized before I was an actor or a comedian or I'm a fucking man. And you have to treat me like a man because a lot of people here take shit because of the job also.
Yeah.
A lot of these people will fucking take shit because of the job also. So if you just keep letting people putting shit on you, piling shit on you, they're going to keep piling on you.
Yeah, it builds up. Like that's why I left a couple jobs because I felt like when you start out, you let things happen because you're just happy to have the job. And the more and more you do that, it's harder and harder to be like, no, now you're not going to do it.
And you got to live with yourself.
Yeah. I watched the guy who did the fan trailer. He does all like the Joey Diaz videos. Mischief Maker. He did a great documentary about Patrice O'Neal, and I watched it. It was like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
It was just found footage, and I watched the whole thing. And people talk about that with him, like he was on The Office, and he did stuff. He did like a pre-Tosh.0 show, and it's I always respect the people that don't deal with the bullshit.
Listen, man, I have a job to do, and I'm good at it. And I've gotten better at it over the years. I know a lot of stand-ups who don't have my acting resume. They might have 3 fucking specials on Comedy Central, but they don't have my acting resume, which means I could act till I'm 75. The guy I bumped in the wire is 72 and works all the fucking time. 72.
Yeah.
And he works all the fucking time, okay? So you could work here. My goal here is to keep working and to keep getting better at what the fuck I do. It has nothing to do with anything else getting involved. Political. I took a job one day in a pilot.
Okay.
For an after job. And it was 2 nights, okay? $100 fucking dollars a night. $100 a night. When you move here, you think about money and hanging out with these bitches and being on the beach in your house. And here a pilot, a television pilot, is paying you $100 a night, people. Because this is the side of it you don't fucking know, okay?
And for people who don't realize, and the PA, the person who gets coffee on like small TV shows, makes about $150 a day.
Okay, so this is a pilot for television. This 12 years ago when I got here, this same role would pay you $25 fucking $1,000. This is 2004. No, 2005, 2006. Okay, The Sopranos are in their prime time. This guy writes a pilot about a pizza place.
Okay.
Okay? Great role. I mean, it was perfect for me. I think it's still on YouTube. I don't even know if it is or whatever. It was a pilot. I get there the first night. First off, you work from 11 to fucking 5 in the fucking morning. Really? Really? So I'm getting $100, but now you're knocking me out of tomorrow's business loop. What if I have an audition at 11? I can't go because I was here with you all night for $100 fucking bucks. And listen, I know a bunch of people who work a day for $100. I'm not knocking you. I'm saying in this business, with the expectations you have and what they make, these motherfuckers are paying you $100.
Yeah.
So I forgot my fucking point. Oh, so the second night I get there, and the table that had water on it before, and had a package of I swear to God. So you're supposed to have a table with food on it. This place had a bowl with apples and a few bananas that had been touched by the same Hindu at 7-11. They had what do you call that shit, Papa? English muffins.
Okay.
With a toaster, and I don't even think they had water. They had like diet soda. They ran out of soda or something.
Jesus.
I notice this. I don't say fucking nothing. At this time, I'm doing blow, people. I'm doing blow. The only thing I said that night was, how long we're going to be there. They're like, you can shoot out at 1, and we're going to pay you cash. That was the happiest I ever was because I was going right to the drug dealer's house. And again, I took that money, went to the drug dealer's house. That's not the point. The second night I came back on the set, and what's going on? That same table was packed with food. Looked like the fucking Taj Mahal, brother. Bananas, apples, chili, home-cooked soup, crackers, bread. I fucking sit, I start doing my signs. At about 2, I get hungry. I walk over to the table, and there's this white dude with glasses. I go, how you doing? How you doing? He goes, how's this job treating you so far? I go, pretty good. I go, look at the fucking spread tonight, And he goes, yeah. I made sure of that. I go, you're the producer? He goes, no, I work for AFTRA.
Oh, shit.
He goes, I check out all these little jobs. He goes, how was it last night? I go, it wasn't like this. He goes, this is why I come to these things. And he gave me his card. He goes, any fucking time you go to a movie, and he broke it down to me, what should be on that fucking table? Okay? He broke it down to me, Lee. And I'm going to tell you people, he broke it down to me. The job ended, I went home, the show didn't get picked up, I moved on with my fucking life. The other day, a dear friend of ours called me, who I love dearly, and asked me if I could do a project for him, whatever. And I wanted to do it. 10 years ago, I would have done it as a friend for him. But now I can't do these things because I've been smacked in the face so much with these small fucking projects. A lot of people come to you and say, hey, I got this movie, I got this TV show, I'm going to do this. And then a week later after you shoot, they go, do you have any friends at CBS? And you're like, dog, you just made me get up on a Sunday to spend time away from my fucking wife for 8 hours to come do your shit because you told me you had a friend that could sell this. And now you're fucking telling me, calling me, asking me. Those are the motherfuckers I can't deal with.
Yeah.
Then next thing you know, you're on YouTube. That's it. So you shot this thing to go on YouTube. That was your fucking answer. Is that the phone? I can't.
No.
I can't do this. I said, forget it. So I got a call. I'd done a table read for a movie called Boilermaker. And I'll tell the fucking story about an AA meeting that gets taken over by 2 bank robbers. Two bank robbers do a heist and they go in there. Cops are looking for them and they go in there. And they hold up the fucking meeting and they bitch-slap a few people and then they get arrested. Okay. So I did the table read. The people really liked me. The movie had Jack McGee in it from The Fighter. And Jack McGee, and it had the guy from, the other guy from Deer Hunter. We had some names and it was great shooting. But it started, this is the movie when I stopped doing blow. So this movie, to me, I have a lot of meaning in this movie. Because I gave up cocaine for this fucking movie because it's an AA movie. The guy who wrote it was an AA guy. The executive producer was an AA guy. Everybody was AA. So I couldn't go in there with white rings around my nose saying I had allergies.
And that was the one that you said where you had to be there all day because it was ensemble. So you were in like every scene.
Every fucking scene. And you shot for 18 days straight. Okay. Which anybody who works, you shot like for 22 days straight. Anybody who knows, after 7 fucking days, you want to shoot yourself of doing anything.
Especially when you have an addiction and you want to be out of there.
Out of there. But this movie helped my addiction because I was there.
Yeah.
I was there, So I take this fucking job and the movie starts on a Thursday. The movie starts on a Wednesday, guys. Okay. Now, I'm asking you as Americans, as people. So, knowing this, I pay 2.5% a year and then I pay another 5% or whatever the fuck I pay. I make a big payment, like 10% of what I make, I send in January. That gets split in two. And then December, I get a bill every year for 1.5% from whatever I make to pay for my dues.
Jesus.
Okay, so now, this movie is not scale. When I talk to you people about scale, most movies are $6.95, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. Now, about 6 years ago, SAG, or 8 or 9 years ago, SAG had a strike or something, and they put together this new movie package. You don't have to pay motherfuckers $6.56 no more. You either can pay them $4.58, $2.58, or $100 flat, or $50. There's ultra low budget.
Jesus Christ.
Okay? And listen, guys, if it's a great script, there's been 1,000 great movies the last 15 years that have been $100 a day movies. All right? You can tell that they're a little fucked up, but it's a $100 a day movie, okay? Not everything is fucking perfect. All right, so the movie starts on a Wednesday. I'm getting off this blow.
Okay.
You know, I'm really fucking fat. I'm 415 pounds then. I'm getting off the blow. I'm hungry. I go in there that Wednesday. There's no food. Couple bananas, couple fucking pears, some toast. That's it.
And it's not like you can go and grab a sandwich.
This is
somewhere.
off the 170.
You have to be on set.
Which
so you're not
right.
You're not being a diva. You need food.
No, you know what Ghost Rider is? You know what Ghost Rider is? I just was watching a bad movie, Ghost Rider.
Oh yeah.
This is the road where you think. You know, in LA, the big roads are the 405, the 101, the 10, and what else?
175.
No, there's no 175.
No, the 170 and 5.
But the 170 is like hell. Have you ever taken the 170?
Oh yeah, you used to live right by
you think you're gonna die. You really do. It's the only road that you're like, is this fucking California? It looks like Patterson, New Jersey. If I was gonna kill somebody, that's a joke I do. I would take them up there and just drop them in the weeds. Nobody would find them. When you take a bitch up to 170, she knows she's dying. Okay, that's what we shot.
Okay.
Up to 170. I had never been up to 170. So already, I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? This ain't Hollywood. This ain't fucking nothing. This ain't nothing like I ain't never seen. This is industrial fucking park, California. So we get Sherman Way, you make a fucking left, and it's in this little set stage. Since there was one scene in the movie, it was an AA thing, we shot in the same fucking room. That's what's good. You didn't have to make, you have to turn around. And that's what sucked about it. You were always ready to shoot. There was no go back. We got a set lighting. They already had the lighting set. We would just shoot. So Thursday I get there. There's no fucking food again. Friday I get there. They put a little bit of food, but there's no food. And they're sending us out to lunch. At this time in my life, I had never seen this. This is what you were saying before. A SAG movie will not send you out to lunch. What if you slip on a fucking banana peel?
Yeah.
So they want you there in contact. The only movie I had ever gotten off the set to do was Spider-Man 2 because they let you go to the commissary.
Yeah, and that's that's in the studio lot.
But that's still in the studio lot. It's not like you have to get in your car. That's the only movie I've ever done that they really let you stray away for lunch. Beside that, and you don't want to stray away.
No.
You're working on a film. This is what you fucking went to acting class for. This is what you thought about in high school. You don't want to go nowhere.
Because now you get pissed off by the server. Right. You're trying to think about your lines.
Yeah, you want to sit in your room, relax. You bring a book with you. Bring a half a tutsuruts. You smoke that. Do we eat the other fucking piece yet? Oh, no.
You can have it.
Oh, no! So, because this is going down. This ship is going down. It's going down. So, fucking Friday, mediocre food. Saturday, mediocre food. Now I'm steaming. I'm not saying that because they're paying me $100. I got to go spend $20 for lunch, Lee.
Oh, they didn't pay for your lunch?
No! No! And I'm like, what the fuck? No trailer. No trailer to sit in. You had to sit outside in the sun.
I thought they would have paid you for your lunch or something.
No, I had to take my wardrobe home every day and wear it every day and wash it myself and iron it and make it look like... It was a fucking Puerto Rican production, but I liked the script. I liked the people, and I wanted to do something different. Plus, I was trying to get off the blow.
Yeah.
So, they make me shoot on Sunday.
Uh-oh.
Which, guys, just doesn't work for Uncle Joey. On the seventh day, God makes Black Sabbath. That's it. Even the fucking Jews. No, the Jews take Saturday.
Yeah,
off.
John Goodman doesn't roll on Shabbos and you don't shoot on Sundays.
Yeah, he doesn't roll on Shabbos.
It's the line from the Big Lebowski.
Right? Yeah. No. I don't. There's some things you have to take care of yourself. Look, you want to work for 3 hours in the morning on a Sunday, 9 to 12. I'm in. I'm fucking all in. But when you tell me you got to work 6 in the morning to 6 at night on a Sunday. Whatever. Let's take a chance. If that's what you want to roll, that's what you want to roll. I get there at 6 a.m. on a Sunday, people. There's not a stitch of fucking food on the table.
Jesus.
Nothing. cereal and something else. I don't say nothing. We go to lunch, and at lunch, the actors are taking me on the side, going, Joey, what the fuck is going on? Now the actors are starting to get pissed. This is a true story, I'm telling you. And I'm sitting there going, what the fuck? Now I'm getting worked up. This is the reverse Carlos Mencia that was done to me. So I get worked up. And at lunch, I go, you know what, if there's nothing there for lunch today, I got to say something. So lunch, I go out there, and they're like, lunch on Sunday, and I get the chick. I go, excuse me, you the fucking food chick? And she goes, yeah. I go, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but where's the food? Mm-hmm. Come on, where's the food? And they're like, oh, we've been making a list. I go, since fucking Wednesday? Since Wednesday you've been making a list? And then one of the producers pops out and he goes, what's the problem? I go, no, the problem is there's no fucking food. I go, you know you're not supposed to send this out. You fucking know this. I go, all the fucking actors are pissed. The guy goes, well, nobody else said nothing. No, because they told me. And I'm sitting here going, I'm a fat fuck, and there's not even a banana. There's oatmeal. There's nothing. You motherfuckers better go get some shit, or I'm getting the fuck out of here, and I'll come back tomorrow when you guys get some.
Yeah.
For the next 20 days, those people didn't talk to me. And and let me correct, the food chick was the director's fiance.
Of course.
So I was fucked no matter what. All I stuck up for was what was coming to me.
Yeah.
I pay a lot of fucking money every year, and it's a union. You got to get your shit together. All I said was what was coming to me, Lee. They treated me like I had fucking the HIV. You understand? They treated me like I had the fucking HIV. They wouldn't talk to me. I mean, and even the actors. Jack McGee, I still see, because he lives in Studio City.
Yeah.
And Jack McGee is a real friend of John. Like, he's a real AA guy, and he'll invite me to his house for little meetings and shit. I like man. If you see Jack McGee in movies, that's a really good guy. Jack talked to me. But Jack is from the Bronx. So Jack even pulled me aside and was like, dog, thank you, but you fucking went off on him. I had to go off. I had to fucking tell him what the fuck. You know, but in this town, see, in life, when you pull somebody aside, I don't have to tell you that.
Yeah.
And it's the answer you give me. If you're like, nah, since Wednesday, you're blowing smoke up my ass. You were putting this list together until some guy like me came and told you. Then you put it together.
Yeah.
Before after comes.
And I hate what the actor did. This has happened a few times in my life where everyone talks and, they're all pissed off and everyone's going to walk out, and then you say something and then they're all high. Oh, we don't care. We don't mind.
Look at Joe Rogan at the Comedy Store. Look at Joe Rogan at the fucking Comedy Store. Goes to bat against this guy. All the comics, yay, yay, yay. Come Friday night, nobody walked out because Mitzi said if you walk out, you're not going to get spots no more.
Yeah.
And now you want me to talk to you? What the fuck is there to talk about? When you had an opportunity to get my back, you didn't get my fucking back.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk to you 5 years now, I'm going to forget. Motherfuckers like me never forget. I'll forgive you, but I ain't going to forget you. I ain't going to go into war with you no more, even walk around. What am I going to walk around with you for?
Yeah.
If something happens, you're going to turn your back on me? Well, I can't do it because I'm not going to get spots. What, Comedy Store's the only fucking place where you get on stage? There's got to be somewhere in this art where you keep what's yours alive. And for years, the blow I was doing was to fucking depress that feeling. I was a fag. I wasn't living my life. I was living, once I fucking took control of who the fuck I was, then nobody fucking talks to me. Yeah. Very seldom people like me on the set or whatever, and they know. Get them on and get them off. I don't mind that. Get them on and get them off, pay my fucking money. I had a great time in New Orleans. You know, last year I got knee surgery. Mm-hmm. Okay, I got a call after I do the knee surgery for the dog that saved whatever. These fucking thieves. These guys don't even want to pay your fucking residual. Another $100 a day movie. I'm taking falls.
Those are $100 a day movies?
Yeah, the Christmas ones I do $100 fucking a day movies with Dean Cain.
Jesus, and I was just gonna ask you.
Sorry about my allergies.
Do you think movies like that? There are probably some where they have a script.
They make money. They get paid for television. They packet the money. They don't give you the $100.
That's what I was gonna say.
They go, they don't pay that much anymore. Yes, they do. If they don't pay, you wouldn't be fucking doing them.
The producers take the money.
Yeah, you wouldn't be doing it. So they stopped paying residuals. I got to call SAG. Like, SAG called me one time. SAG was like, hey, dog, you get residuals from that movie? I go, I haven't gotten shit. They go, we're going to email you something. Sign it and send it back. It's a fucking report against them. The second movie did in Colorado, the whole fucking cast and crew wrote them up. You know, you work for these criminals. So they called me. I said, listen, guys, I just had knee surgery. I'd rather not do it. They're like, no, this will be easy. I said, listen, it's never easy with you motherfuckers. It's I always got to chase a dog or run after a cat or do something, which I don't mind. I don't mind playing those roles. I've enjoyed doing it. But after a while, you're like $100 fucking bucks a day. 6 days is $600 fucking bucks. I'm chasing cats. I'm jumping off fucking buildings. Again, I pay union. I don't want somebody to say, well, Joey, you sound like a fucking diva. Fuck no. When you go to work and you get $8 an hour, $100 a day, but you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay. I gotta fucking pay. And this is the only union that they don't stick up for you guys.
And you haven't brought up your agent yet. They take 10%.
They take 10, but I don't mind them. Listen, in my world...
No, but that's what I'm saying. So for a $100 a day movie, that's $90 you're making.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then taxes, and then part of that...
Yeah.
So that you're making like $75.
Fuck yeah. So and then you're wearing your own clothes and your gas. And your fucking gas.
Yeah.
You know, I get these calls. I got a call. Yeah, I want you to, play a heavy in the strip club. How much? All right, 109. I got it. Then you get there and it's not day shoot. It's a night shoot because they don't have the money to buy the location. So they got to get in there when the Mexicans clean the fucking building. You got to fucking shoot opposite when the Mexican chick is cleaning the building. So when is the strip club closed? From 2 to fucking 6. From 2 to 7. So I got to shoot between 2 to 7 for, again, $100. $10 goes to the fucking agent. Taxes, gas, and my wardrobe. I just shot a fucking...
You're breaking even.
Guys, I just shot a feature film that you guys will see on Showtime and Cinemax for $50 a day. So ask me fucking again. It's like me telling you people I'm going to pay you $10 an hour, and before the fucking day starts, I'm taking $35 from you.
Yeah.
After taxes, what do you got left? And that's in every industry. We're getting raped across the fucking board. This isn't only me, but you have to figure out how to make it work for you if you're going to fucking yell.
And you say something on the podcast and in comedy, say if someone has to pay you to get up and justify you waking up that day and leaving the house. Because if you're going to clear $50, you might as well stay home and watch Law and Order and fucking relax. Like, it's not worth your time.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't fucking mad at you. How can you be mad at somebody who goes, you know what, Joey, listen, they wanted me to go down there and do this. At that point, that's when you live your dream.
Yeah.
That's when you live your dream. You want to be a fucking garbage man? You drive around and pick up chairs and refurbish them and resell them. Whatever the fuck, because they're not going to pay you anyway. You might as well start from scratch. Yeah. And this is what we do. This is what I've been telling you motherfuckers since day one. It's funny how I became a comedian. I became a comedian because I didn't want to work days. That's one of the prerequisites that becoming a comedian for me.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want to work days. Who the fuck wants to work days?
Oh,
I want to be off. Would you want to be off on a day like today?
Oh, yeah.
It's a fucking beautiful day to be alive. Can you imagine having to go to work today? But I like working at night because what goes on at night? Nothing.
Yeah, I love working at night.
That. What do you got for me? What music you got for me?
Here we go.
What? Nothing? The guy didn't call? I knew he wasn't going to call. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's Wednesday, motherfuckers. Make it happen. The Church of What's Happening Now. Grab that fucking cock. It's going down, bitches. Oh, I went to the doctor the other day. I can't even fucking tell you. I think I gotta go out cold, but this fucking reefer don't work. They said the fucking reefer.
You gonna get LASIK or something like that?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what it's my left eye or something. I always... Oh, here we go. Let's get fucked up today.
Yeah, the woman who plays M in the 007, she had to retire because she had to have someone read her sides to her. She just can't see anymore. That's pretty. It's
How old is she?
I have I'll have to look it up, but she at least has to be 70 or 80 or something like that. She has to be. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, that stuff.
If I eat this, I'm gonna die.
And you're still unwrapping it.
Oh yeah. Well, what do you want me to do? It's half wrapped. A chick is half naked. You're not gonna eat her fucking little.
Judi Dench is. Let's see here. She was born.
Oh shit.
In 34, so that's.
Lee, open your mouth. I'm gonna throw it in there like a fucking seal.
She's like 79 or something. So yeah, so you're going to Tennessee. You're gonna go to Zanies, and then you have the South Beach Comedy Festival. What else? You doing anything else?
I'm going to Austin, Texas.
Oh shit.
I'm excited.
Are you gonna get some barbecue when you're down there?
I'm gonna get everything.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna get Chewy's. I'm gonna get fucking barbecue at some fucking barbecue joint. I forget the name, but not the Gate, the other one.
Is it the Salt Lick? I see that on all the TV shows.
There's a couple of them. That's a commercial probably now, but once they put them on TV, by the time you see it, that's it. It's all over. It's like going to fucking Pink's. We go last week to the casino in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
And they had a Pink's. And I go, really? They got a Pink's down here? And I looked and there was 3 people waiting online. People just like to wait online at Pink's. They're like half Russian, half fucking... I don't know what the fuck they are, don't they?
I've never been there.
Don't ever go.
I heard it's awful.
That'll really break my heart. If I find out you would go there.
I love hot dogs, but I heard
I
they're...
had one yesterday.
Oh, really?
Oh, I love hot dogs. I had the ones at Ralph's, brother.
Do you steam them or put them on the pan? I like them in the pan a little bit.
I put them on the pan and I cut up a fucking white onion real small.
Okay.
Because I had 10 points left last night.
Okay.
After lunch and breakfast. So I like my... one thing I did this week was I ate at home.
That's a huge... I've been doing that.
I tell you, my wife was killing me with the eating out, dog. Killing me. Once we were doing one meal, but it kills you. That one meal sometimes, 5 days a week, 6, it fucking kills you.
Money-wise, calories-wise.
We don't go to fucking expensive places.
But still, if you're spending $20...
Yeah, it's like 22, 28. We go to like Big Tony's, who's healthy as shit. Big Tony's is my favorite fucking health place. Right there on the Riverside.
Is it one of those like burger stand sort of things?
No, it's a little corner Mexican place.
Oh, okay.
It's where they got the singer from what's his name? The Foo Fighters goes. The Foo Fighters. What the fuck you laughing about?
You went like, the guy.
You know I'm a little fucking stoned. What are you goofing on your Uncle Joey for? That's where he goes, and my friend Jerry LaRocca, who we saw the other day, turned me on to it. He goes, "You got to go in there." Like right now, they got a great oatmeal thing. I mean, it's a Mexican place, but they cater. They have a fruit basket. God damn, with this juice on it, with raspberries and mangoes and pineapples and cantaloupe. It's delicious. I think $4, $5. They have a very fucking healthy. Fridays and Saturdays they have salmon or ahi over a bed of lettuce.
Nice. Like
spinach. I mean, leaf, $8. You sit there and go, no, and it's fresh fish. They get it fucking every Friday and Saturday. But during the week, they have the special chicken salad.
Oh, you told me about this.
It's a bed of lettuce with 2 grilled Mexican seasoned chicken cutlets.
Nice, yeah.
Which it's not that boring shit. You're like, I'm eating fucking chicken again. The chicken's juicy. They do it on the grill. Mm-hmm. And when you bite into it, it's got like spinach with a lemon vinaigrette they make right there. Lee, forget about it.
And that's
forget about it, Lee. I wouldn't 23 weeks, bro.
But like what you've been saying, I haven't eaten out at all since I've been off the juice thing. That's not true. The first day I did have the grilled chicken over the rice.
And I had that salad at the fucking thing that was horrendous. No, it wasn't bad. I like a nice salad. I always like a nice salad, bro.
But the big thing I've noticed is, and I've been eating well. I have full meals, but it's...
Did you shit yet?
Oh, yeah.
Did it blow your asshole out?
Oh, yeah.
Did it hurt for a minute?
No, it didn't hurt. I was excited because I was nervous. I'm going to go get my dad told me I need to get like probiotics.
No, there's 2 of them. There's like the yogurty one.
Oh, yeah.
But if you go to Ralph's on the juice stand,
okay,
there's one that tastes like juice. Little vitamin-y.
Okay.
But when I had the surgery, whenever I take my antibiotics with the thing, I drink it by the fucking gallon.
Yeah.
And it's not bad. My wife got me the yogurty one. I don't like the yogurt.
I don't like yogurt at all.
No, you don't. That's right. You like, what about fucking our buddy with the cottage cheese? I still think about how disgusting that is.
Cottage cheese and tuna.
Fucking Lee. Cottage cheese and tuna. You know how fucking... I love Jordan Lee, though. I fucking love that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, he's a great guy. But, I mean...
But the fuck... I don't know, that made me doubt him now with the fucking cottage cheese.
I mean, if you're going to throw mayonnaise in it, and instead...
Does it throw mayonnaise in it?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Instead of throwing mayonnaise, if you can get past it with the cottage cheese, and if you can... I couldn't do it, but, I mean... If you can,
that cottage cheese is always taken like that. Tastes like straight up fucking ass.
Yeah.
Just looking at it, looks like fucking yeast infection drool or something like that coming out of a little with chunks and shit. You ever see a little monkey with chunks of cheese?
No.
What the fuck?
that's what comes from doing the stuff that you always tell me to do. I've never seen chunks of cottage cheese coming out of a pussy, and I'm proud of that.
Lee, it's a joke. All right.
No. You've seen.
Wait, you want another piece of chocolate?
No, I don't want.
Wait, why not? What do you got to do all fucking?
We gotta drop tomorrow. I gotta learn how to take care of your cats. I gotta pack for tomorrow. I got shit to do.
When are you leaving in Vegas?
Well, I'm good right after I feed your cats.
Thursday night you leaving?
Yeah. I'm driving back Sunday.
You better be nice to my fucking cats, Lee.
I love your
cats.
cats.
No perversions. It's funny. The baby is 3 months old, and it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
it's a lot of focus. And it's funny that I hate to say this because people will take it from me the wrong way. I haven't given the cats as much as attention as I was giving them. And this system, without my wife for a couple of days, put me back in the rotation with them. I take care of my cats, people. And you guys, and if I would have had dogs, I would have had the same thing. If I have parrots, I don't like people who get animals and treat them at 80% to 90%. I always wanted my cats are very sweet, Lee.
Yeah, they're great.
Very sweet, because I was always extra sweet to them and very kind to them. I love those animals with all my heart, whether they were dogs, chihuahuas. I like all dogs. Before I left this one, I seen my girls walking the pit mix with the little.
Those ladies with the dogs. I love those dogs.
I love those dogs. I loved animals.
But your cats are like the first cats that I've liked, and it's not one cat. It's 9 cats that are cool.
They're fucking. It's something that I can't tell you what you get from an animal. If you're having a hard time in your life, and sometimes an animal will keep you decent. Sometimes an animal will even bring you back your character to a degree, because there's so many things. You don't have to clean out a cat litter box. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? But you do it because you know that it's for them, and they follow you. I've gotten, every day at my house at 1, there's treats. Okay, 1 o'clock on the dot. When I walk in, there's treats. I used to let them out. I would open the door in the front. You've seen them on the balcony. They're walking on the balcony. I had them just like kids. You have to have the most important thing they say with kids is a schedule.
Yeah.
Thursdays I give them catnip. During the week I give them treats. Sometimes on the weekend I give them catnip to drive them crazy.
And it's funny, on days when you're not there, or now that Terry's gone for a little bit, you said they act out a little bit.
Oh, it's a fucking nightmare. It's like they act like gorillas without their mother in the house. They're like little fucking gorillas. They have tormented me to no end. And it's funny how I'm not ashamed to say this. I don't even like leaving them. Like these next 3 days when I leave, Lee, I'll be heartbroken.
Yeah.
Because if there's an earthquake and something happens to one of these cats, I might as well hang myself, because that was the commitment I made when I picked up these cats.
Oh, and to be honest with you, if it was anyone else that asked me to feed their cats, and I had this thing, I probably would have said no. But I'm leaving later because I know you've like, your wife has gone home for like Christmas, and you're like, I can't go. The cats
Can't go.
So like, I for people who I know it's important to, like, you're like, you can't.
I can't go. I don't want. You don't understand. If something was to happen, like I said, you're not supposed to go on fucking vacation when you have those little animals. And yeah, you get people to watch and whatever. I know my cats. I know their movements. I've been around them for years. I know their tendencies.
I have to put certain cats' dishes in certain places.
Yes.
And I can't just like take a dish and like, okay, they'll eat. Like each dish has it for a certain cat in a certain place. And it's
Fidel is gonna be fucking crazy tomorrow, because he likes to eat like every 5 or 6 hours. There's cats that eat all day. Like Superbad, as tiny as he is, eats all fucking day. Nip picks at that shit all fucking day. So, but it's funny how when I wake up at 2 to pee, I can tell you who's awake.
Really?
If you get a camera on me, right as I go to the bathroom, go, Joey, who's walking around? I'll tell you who's walking around. And I guarantee I'll get 2 out of 3 right. I can tell you who's on the couch. I can tell you who's behind the couch. I can tell you who's in the room with my wife. I can tell you who's in the fucking room with me. That's how much I know these cats. I can tell you who's going to be up on a certain day.
Really?
Because right now they're sleeping. There's no action in the house. But there's one guy that today is his day to walk around.
Whose day is it?
Today's Thursday. It's Sissy Day. Today's Thursday. It's
Wednesday.
Today's Lulu. That means Lulu will be sniffing when I come in, little thing.
They'll take a watch.
And she takes like a little watch and she walks around. So I know their tendencies. I know that they're used to me being there every 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
For even 25 minutes. Sometimes I come in, take a piss, check the computer, feed them, give them like love, giggle with them. Check the fucking the backyard, take the garbage out. Sometimes I just run through on that type of level.
Yeah. So yeah.
People looking at me like, "What the fuck, Joey? How gay?"
No, it's funny.
Motherfuckers, the truth. If you're gonna get an animal, you gotta go 100%. If not, don't get the fucking animal.
That's one thing I miss about going to do the podcast. There is because you would be getting ready in the morning and stuff, and I'd be playing like I'd have to go see Harry, I'd go see Fidel, and it'd be like 20 minutes just patting them and like. I miss it.
And they're happy to see you. They're very happy. I wanted them to be lovable. I never wanted them to be standoffish. Superbad. I see Superbad do things that are fucking amazing.
Well, like what?
That are amazing. For Superbad, they're amazing because he couldn't not get that way from me. He could not get that. When I first brought Superbad up, Superbad fucking hated Terry.
Really?
But he hated the fuck out of me. Superbad is a black and white one that was part of 4. He had 4 in his litter. 3 of them were Siamese. Superbad came out black and white because a female cat can get pregnant from 2 to 3 different cats at the same time.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
shit.
both fucked her the same night. They both fucked my cat, Mama. No, it wasn't my cat. She lived out in the fucking street. She was a dirty whore. But she's the mother of, 6 of my cats.
Yeah.
So it was 2 cats that fucked her, and the black and white one got her pregnant, but only had 1. And the Siamese samurai had 3.
Okay.
So
Superbad's the one, for people who don't know, whose brother was sick and is one of the main reasons you got off blow.
went off blow. But even when we captured Superbad was always 20 feet from me. Superbad didn't like human contact, where Diaz, Jimmy Jr., DJ, Lulu, and Evie liked contact at that age.
Oh, okay.
At the fucking 4-month age, they were tiny. But when I come out, DJ would come over, and then the 2 girls would come over. Superbad would never come over. That's why I said, really, Superbad? Well, fuck you, too. And then when he would stray DJ out, I'd say, you know what? I'm going to stab this fucking cat one day. And so when I had to bring DJ upstairs, and when I had to bring DJ upstairs, that he was sick, Superbad was just as sick. I still remember my wife trying to carry Superbad, how he was weak.
Yeah.
And he was still hissing.
Oh, really?
Like, he didn't like human contact. And I remember going, this fucking cat. And I remember leaving that night, coming back. DJ was dying, but Superbad was in horrible shape. And every time I go in the bathroom to check on him, while I was petting DJ, Superbad would hiss at me.
Really?
Like, let me fucking die, get the fuck out of here type hisses. Basically, don't fucking touch me. But I would force myself on him and rub his side. I kept rubbing his side and praying. He was rubbing his side and praying. And especially after DJ died that next morning, I got up and I'm like, you're not going to die. And I said, I'll never do blow again, but you're not going to fucking die. After 3 days, I was going to stab the cat myself. 4 days, my anxiety levels were high. And I rubbed him, and it went from me rubbing him and him going every, 3 minutes he'd go, like he'd try to hiss at me.
Yeah.
To me to go away. It went from that to him starting to purr. I watched the transition, and then I kept rubbing him. I would go in and come back and rub him, so he stopped hissing altogether. It was just a ball of purr.
Yeah, and it's weird because Lulu and Evie are more a little. I mean, with you, they're probably fine. With me, those are really the only 2 cats that are really cool with me.
You.
Yeah,
Evie will still bite you. That litter stayed outside a little longer.
Oh, okay.
I left them outside till they were 7, 8 months old. By the time I brought them up, they were getting into theirs. They seen the father killing other cats. They had been in a couple wars. There was raccoons back there. They had seen everything. So fuck. And then the first people that took Evie, the first girl that took Evie and Lulu had a big old cat and didn't like those 2 kittens. So they had to keep them in a bathroom for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, crying, because the cat wouldn't let him out in the regular house. They called my wife and said, we're going to bring him back to where my wife took the cats to, the fucking other place, Petco.
Okay.
And then we went down there and took the cats back. We said, well, we'll take the cats back.
Okay.
And we'll find the home. And we fell in love with them. We just kept them.
Yeah.
But that's Superbad. I remember that night that they would usually hiss at you. He stopped. After that, he would purr. And I know we won him over. And today, when I see him come out and put his nose in your leg and he flops on you. You ever see him do that?
Yeah,
he puts his nose in his leg and he just flops on you. And he'll do it over and over. Bam! If you move, he'll flop on you. Bam!
So is he Dimmy's brother too? Dimmy and
No, he's just the girl's brother. And you can see that they're tight. They sleep together. Till this day, I'm happy I brought all 3 of them up.
Okay.
They sleep together. They hang together. They eat together. They play together. He attacks the sister. The sister sticks up for him. This morning when I was feeding him, I was making the protein shake and I was watching him. Because I made the protein shake first. And I was watching him as I was pulling out the fucking ingredients. And they thought I was going to feed him. And Dimmy, the older one, sticks to the front with the older ones. Lulu will run and knock them over like pins. She's such a fat little chubby girl that she'll just bump into all of them. And then she'll turn around, look at them, and bump them again on the way back. But she's an ear biter. Ooh. She'll stop at Demi and look at Demi without him watching. I'll watch her watch me like, Is he want? Oh, so she just bite his fucking ear. If you look at Evie's ear, it's flat. One's bigger than the other one, and we think that in the womb she was just biting fucking Evie's ear. If you look at Evie today,
Really?
yeah, one is sticking up and the other one's kind of tiny. That's because
That's hysterical.
It's fucking hysterical. I can't believe we're talking about fucking cats on a podcast about fucking death. Cocksuckers, the church, or what's happening? I'm out of refill. No, I got one.
We got one call coming in.
Oh shit! What's happening?
You talk to me, my man. What's going on?
Oh shit! There he is, the one and only.
It's me.
Denny Bianculo.
Listen, I got to start by saying, forgive me, Coco, for I have sinned. It's been a little over 2 months since I've been to your church, so you got to forgive me.
Well, no. The reason why you're on today is, one, I got to make these guys some money. If you're going to do it now. Let's start this story from the beginning. This is my brother, Danny B. He's got one of the best he's one of the best handicappers out there for the three main sports. I've known Danny 30 fucking years. He calls me a couple months ago, and says he's going to hook up with Tim Donaghy, the referee that was in bed with fucking Johnny Bananas and betting games and winning. And at first you were like, he's very quiet, he doesn't whatever. And believe it or not, I bought the book. I ordered the book and I read it. We had him back on. And I like the book. I find him very interesting. And we all read the chapter about where favoritism, where, they want certain teams in the playoffs and cash cows. And a couple people even hit me up on Twitter and said it was bullshit. Me knowing the truth, I always knew that. Didn't take a fucking genius. And last week, tell us the story. What happens?
Well, you know what? Of course, Tim's story is compelling, as you know. You read the book. A lot of people don't know until they fucking read the book. They want to judge somebody, call him a criminal. But read the book, and it gives you some resolve. But obviously, a couple of days ago, this Pac-12 official, Ed Rush, got involved in a scandal himself. So Tim's been all over the damn radio, from Mad Dog Radio to Mike and Mike in the morning. Tim's a very knowledgeable guy, Coco. We grew up on the streets. Gambling was part of our lifestyle. We did it I started when I was 12. I know you were with Karma, and I was with my crew. So we've seen a lot of shit. But no, Tim's definitely, anybody out there that's listening, read the book. Get involved with him. Give him a call, man. I'm telling you, this guy's a cash cow.
And he said it. That was it. Kobe Bryant is going to make the fucking playoffs year after year. They're in it now. They're 4 games above 500. I knew that. I knew that when I heard Shaq say during the All-Star break, the Lakers are not going to make the playoffs. I'm like, you fucking cocksucker. And in fact, last night they covered, right? Did they cover last night?
You know what? Yeah, they won big. You know what? Fucking the Lakers don't make the playoffs. It's bad for TV.
It's bad for TV.
Lakers. It's all about TV, and that's what Tim talks about a lot. It's a business. Stearns, he's a smart Jew. He knows what he's doing. He's made a lot of money for the league. He's hated, this Mark Cuban, too. Tim's in touch with Cuban. This is pretty cool shit. When this story broke, this referee, Ed Rush, at the time, he was the head of the league's official back in the day. Cuban's a billionaire, young kid in the league. They hated him. They had it out for him. And, when the story broke, Tim talks to Donaghy, Cuban rather, and Cuban was like, Tim, stick it to this guy the way he stuck it to me, A lot of people wouldn't believe it, but the fact of the matter is Tim's still in touch with a lot of these guys. It's just dirty business, man. I wish I knew what I know now 30 years ago when I was out there getting fucked up, making $10,000 and losing it to the English brothers, the Burgalitos, all those fucking crazy men. No, this is good. This is good shit, and I'm excited to be involved in it.
Remember that paying a bookie? What a disgusting fucking feeling.
Oh, it was horrible, especially when you had to borrow from Peter to pay Paul.
Oh.
So Coke, we did a lot of shit to survive there, Cokes. And like I said, everybody's proud of where you are right now. It was a rough battle, but, did you even think you'd be alive at 50 years old?
No, I was telling Lee the other day.
I got 2 kids. I'm still here making money. It's beautiful.
Jim Burkle died this week. Jimmy Burkle died.
No.
He finally,
Jim Burkle?
Yeah, the best one of all 4 of them. He finally died on Sunday. He was 53. He died on his birthday. And I told Lee, the flying
Jimmy Burkle
Julia.
was a good man.
Listen, man, I'm at Joe and Mary's. I'm robbing. I'm down 40 grand on the street. You knew it and I knew it that one of those Cubans was going to put a bullet in my head. Remember, you took me to see the one of them, Malagamba. And he said he was going to take me to my stepfather to get some money from my stepfather. I had just tried to rob Nico on 57th Street. He owned the flower shop and was a high-level bookmaker for the battles. I tried to rob him. My hand got caught in the fence. I was staying in Fernie Masasudo's basement. I had just given all my best friends a bad dose of sleeping pills when I robbed the epileptic fucking janitor. Remember, I gave it to J-Mo and Greg and you, and nobody talked to me.
I know, I remember, and they're lightweight, so that really fucked them up.
Oh,
yeah.
I gave them epileptic pills. I thought they were fucking baby Quaaludes, and I gave them more epileptic pills. I used to rob the janitor at Joe Mary's.
Oh.
I remember it all.
What was the fucking the barmaid? What was
Lila.
Sweetheart, darling. Sweetheart, you do too much cocaine. You look fucked up.
Lila would give you. Remember her fucking vodka? Sure, she killed herself. She killed us. Do you remember her white? Do you remember her vodka and orange juices? They were white. That you
did fucking have a lot to. Yeah. We left up. I don't know how. Who was that kid? Didn't the kid shoot himself right across the street in the park that one time and survived? Put a 45 to his chest.
Listen,
what
bro,
the fuck?
There was so many.
You remember that kid?
Stories about.
I know, Cole. Like I said, I'm just excited to be around still.
No. Don't go nowhere. We got to talk about this Joe Mary's just to let these motherfuckers know. You're talking about the guy that shot himself. Oh my God, I'm trying to think about this shit.
He put the fucking and he played, and then his nickname was, shot in the park instead of shot in the dark. He used to say, and he survived it. His name was Ed something. He was a friend of Russo's, and his theme song when he survived it was shot in the park.
What about who was the? Remember the old guy that used to? What was the old guy? Johnny Reed, who used to hang out at the Midtown Lounge, and he would throw.
John Reed.
Remember, he was an old guy.
We picked on that guy. Didn't we pick on him? We abused him.
No. This was a guy that jumped out of a dumpster. He jumped out of a building in North Bergen, but he landed in a construction dumpster and lived. And everybody tortured him. So he used to hang out at the Midtown Lounge and throw punches in the air and have conversations with himself.
Yeah, that fucking weirdo. Yeah,
remember, we locked him in the bathroom at the Midtown. One time I put my dick on a chair and showed it to him. I go, John, and he looked at me. The turtle deck. And he went, wow. He went.
Dude, tell me that fucking bathroom. It was like, what was that joke when you can fit 1 million Jews in a Volkswagen? How many of us can fit in that little fucking bathroom and snort? That bathroom was the size of a... we had 20 people in there, and it seemed like there was still room for more. That was fucking crazy. We had some fun, though. Honestly, we look back. It's 30 years ago. I guess I started really peaking with the party in like 83, 84, 85, 86.
Let me tell you something, Danny.
And we've seen a lot of shit, had a lot of laughs.
Danny, I'm still thinking about the janitor, Danny. You got to remember, this poor janitor cleaned the high school, and he would come every Friday to Joe Mary's. And this all started by me pickpocketing his pill thing out of his jacket pocket, and I would take the Valiums out of there. He had 30 10-milligram Valiums. Every Friday.
What was the name of the janitor at the high school that used to?
They had a bunch of them. They had the one guy's eye. They had the one guy's eye that looked up. They called him Eagle Eye. They had Benny in the Jet, the old guy that died. Benny, he used to give him blackberry brandy in the wintertime. But this guy was a quiet dude. So I remember one night I went to mug him, and I went to the people. I'm like, he didn't bring the Valiums. And they caught him walking by Grasshopper, and Larry McNeil, me, and somebody else threw a beating on him on Friday. Like, next time, bring the fucking Valiums, cocksucker.
Wasn't his name John? I know he had black hair. Gary's sitting here scratching his chin trying to figure it out.
No, Gary was too fucking young. Gary was 10.
No, listen, Gary was fucking 7 years old snorting coke. Gary fucking was doing it when we started. What are you fucking talking about?
I know, but he didn't go to Joe Mary's then. Is what I'm trying to say to you.
What the hell? He did too. We used to sneak him in after he'd be in outside in the alleyway. Gary's seen more. Gary's memory is ridiculous. I mean, he can remember people's pages numbers from 1985. You give him Nick DeLucia, ask him Nick DeLucia's number, he knows it. You ask him Carlos Acosta's number, he's got it down.
Let me ask you
something.
He's doing
it right now in the background.
Did he try to rob Nick DeLucia? He left the suitcase behind?
Yeah, that was I put him on that. That was my fault. I put him on that.
You robbed the wrong fucking suitcase.
Yeah, no, him and his boy Steve, they break into DeLucia's. There's like 100,000 cash, tons of fucking pre-rock crack. There's a briefcase. It's a score. It's a score. So what does Gary do? He takes $40 off the fucking kitchen table and a couple of buds of weed, and that's what he left behind. But then again, when he robbed TGI Fridays in the early 90s, he grabbed $4,000. They laughed about him the next day. They said TGI Fridays robbed, burglar leaves $56,000 behind. So Gary, Yeah.
Hey, I robbed
You
the
can go
Hess.
on and on
I
about
robbed that one Hess gas station, and I got it for like $12,000. Me and the stutterer. And look, we left fucking.
Jimmy Loops.
And we left.
Run.
And we left $80,000 in the fucking safe and exotic coins. So, people fuck up sometimes. It happens.
Yeah.
It
yeah,
fucking
Gary's
happens.
done his shit.
Daddy Bianculo!
I know, right? Listen, it's so good to have Gary here. I got my boys, I got my wife. I'm happy, but besides that, it's good to have somebody to talk to. And it's fun. He's doing good. Half the time he's upside down doing push-ups or pull-ups. So
he's a fucking savage. He's got the fucking the inside mentality. Now let me ask you something, Danny B. How hot is Donahue, and what kind of action do you have for these fucking cocksuckers this weekend?
Well, he's
we got
tearing
Final
it up,
Four, correct?
What's that?
We still got Final Four this weekend.
You know what? I'll tell you who I like. Tim's strength is not in college. He's okay. He's an NBA guy. Me personally, I like Louisville to win it all. I don't know if they cover the 10-point spread this weekend, but I like to see them play. I think Syracuse moves forward to play Louisville Monday, and I think Louisville is the better team out there. I think Syracuse beats Michigan. It's a small favorite. Michigan's -2. But I don't know about Tim. His father's pretty damn good in college. He spent 30 years, but he's just fucked. What'd you do? Hang up on me?
No, we're still here.
No, nobody hung up.
You're hanging up on me? What the fuck?
No, we love you.
But anyway, I know you do. But listen, he's on a tear. His record's all documented on his website, so I'm not just throwing out, fictitious numbers at you. He's on a roll. Last night he had the Lakers. But let me tell you something now. He is human. He'll lose 2 or 3 in a row, and you can't get discouraged, and that's where you fuckers go wrong, because he's a referee. You got to remember, he was betting with a whistle in his mouth, and he still didn't win every game. But if you stick by his side and you got money...
At the end of the year, you got Diaz. Because even if you go 7 out of 10, you still got fucking what? 4 or 5 net winners, which makes you fucking cash and mambo. At the end of the week, you want to get your dick sucked. You want to go backstage at the Eagles. You need to get your dick sucked. You need to get some fucking Gitas. Call Danny Bianculo. Get Tim Donahue on the fucking line right now and get some fucking winners. You're going to go 2 for 2 this weekend at least. $2,000 on each, that's $4 fucking grand. You know how many dicks your fucking wife has to suck for you to get 4 fucking grand? Tell him, Danny Bianculo.
Terrible language.
What am I going to do? It's Wednesday. You got to motivate the fucking troops. Obama's talking about things are bad. How you going to make money? I'm giving you the fucking answer. I got him on the line right now.
I know. You're right. People, here's the door. Here's the thing. People bitch about their life. Well, get up and do something about it, folks. You know what I'm saying? Opportunities knocking. Let me the fuck in and pick up the phone.
Pick up the phone, go down there. Put the gun away. Go see Danny. Let him fucking wave the gun and big slap
Take the rope off your fucking neck and get off the bridge. It's not so bad.
It's not bad. What are they going to do? They're going to hit you? What are they going to do?
You want to hear, folks? Are we talking over each other? But listen, I get some real fucking desperate people call me. I have to walk them off. Okay, listen, take the rope off your neck. There's always tomorrow. These people are suicide. I get these weird fucking calls. Bizarre shit. Some of these guys are some guys are great, but I get some real weirdos that I'm desperate. They're like coke fiends. It's like I just picture them eating another bag of. Don't you have anything, Dan? You don't have nothing on the Laker game tonight? These guys are worse than drug addicts.
Oh, I remember.
Gamblers, they're disgusting. Because here's the deal. With cocaine and alcohol, folks, it takes time before you kill yourself. Your liver destroys eventually, whatever. Bad bag of blow, you're done. But the gambler, they can wipe themselves out in a matter of 2.5 hours. The course of a ball game, everything they have saved could be gone. So they're worse than any other addict out there.
Go ahead.
Hey Danny, I'm going to Vegas this weekend, and I don't want you to give picks away for free, but I've done a little bit of sports gambling, and I'll win 1, but I'll lose 3. Like, if you were going to Vegas, what would you look for, like, on a line? Like, how would you do it if it was you?
Well, it depends on what sport you're looking at, Lee.
Baseball stresses me out too much. I like that. Like baseball, it's a fucking 3 or 4 hour game, and I don't like it.
Don't watch it though. You see, that's the problem, Lee. Is people. It's boring. It's a long sport. Don't watch the fucking thing. Just place the bet. Look for the final score. That's my advice. But going in there this weekend, I would definitely. Like I said, Saturday. I don't know if Louisville's going to cover the 10.5. I think that they definitely win. But I would, if you're going to bet a particular game out there. And now today's only Wednesday. We're talking Saturday. Shit happens.
Just take the fucking number on Saturday and call Danny direct.
Oh, that's true.
Or go to the webpage direct.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's the thing. People like. Even when you're buying these fucking picks online in the morning, they're posted at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock a.m. Tip-off is 9 o'clock Eastern, whatever, 10 o'clock. A lot of shit transpires.
A lot of shit happens.
So, what's that, pal?
A lot of shit fucking happens. That's why people are, who do you like in the UFC next week? Shut the fuck up. Call me next fucking Friday after the weigh-in.
You gotta, the best information usually comes an hour, 2 hours before a game starts. But some of your sharper players, like the Philadelphia Godfather, the Philly Godfather, he's been on your show. Those guys move 5 minutes before a game.
I like
10
that
minutes before a game.
too.
But they're bringing in the steam. They're moving hundreds of thousands of dollars for. And there is a betting syndicate. People say, there is a betting syndicate. It's a group of successful bettors that pool their money together, and then they have a count room. They make so much fucking money. I've been in the places. There's fucking counting money. It's like that's what they do. They count fucking money. There's big money in sports betting if you do it right. That's the whole thing. If most people don't have a fucking clue, they can't pick their wife out of a photo lineup.
If Janet Jackson, 94, you know what I'm saying?
We've been through a lot. We grew up. We did everything. The shit that he talks about every time on the church of what's happening now. He's telling you the truth.
The guy that owned the guy that owned Joe and Mary's name was George, and he was a loan shark by trade.
Crazy George, yeah.
He was a loan shark. He was a big
bastard.
time loan shark, and then he got so big that he would write. He got to the point where he would write you a check, and you would have to go to the bank and cash it. But the guy at the bank already knew you were coming. That's how big this guy was. Because he wanted, and I used to go to him for loans every other day. For some reason, this guy liked me. He kept giving me $5 for $750, for $75 a week for 10 weeks. And
JMO funded many pounds of weed off of George's money. And you know who else? Nick, the pizzeria guy. You remember Nick's Pizzeria?
Yes, the best.
Nick was a big. He liked to post money for fucking little operations. He wasn't stupid. He had all these kids eating his meatball parmesan sandwiches and juicing them out. Sure, you can have a sandwich today for $10,000 on Monday. But, the fucking thing is, hey, we survived it. Mr. Ascalise, I hear, is not doing too well. Did you hear that?
Yeah. I talked to his nephew. I talked to Vinny Jr. Vinny's at Fresno, and he's going to transfer to Riverside to play JUCO, and he's going to transfer out of there. And I become like an uncle to him. I talk to him every day. About 1 o'clock, he calls me. Little Vinny, that Susan's boy.
Is that Vinny's son? Is that Vinny's son, Vinny? Because there's a lot of Ascalises.
Hey, D, I got to cut you off and call you back in 2 minutes. I love you. 2 minutes.
Well, okay. I'll talk to you. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
He has to call back. We were getting another call.
Oh, you want me to call back?
No.
Switch over.
I can't switch over. He hung
Hang up, D.
I hung up. He's gone. The other guy was calling and he hung up.
You had to fucking say something to get him started. We had the other guy miscalculate. What time is it?
At 7:30.
Yeah, he miscalculated. He thought it was 10:30. All right, we got a podcast. What are you gonna do? What am I gonna fucking do, Lee?
Nothing.
It's
Here we go. Sorry. Oh, he hung up again.
Probably miscalculated the call. You see what happened?
Yeah, sorry.
It's a bad fucking day.
It's a great day
to be alive. I'm stoned, Lee.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have eaten that fucking chocolate. I just saw the devil and I was sitting there looking at you. I'm like, who's that? Is that Lisa I had over there? Beautiful fucking day to be alive. I hope you got something out of today. We got something. We got stoned to the gills, and now we're ready to go out there. As you guys know, Saturday night, I'm in Nashville, 11:15 show. Tickets are $10. Just come on down. You know what that means? That means just come on down. You know what you expect? Ugats. We hang out, we smoke a number, and we all get home. Maybe there's a cheeseburger place open or something like that. Saturday, I need this, cocksuckers. Miami, cut the fucking shit. I need for you to go down there and pre-buy these tickets. If not, they're going to fucking have me here by myself on 420, smoking numbers by myself. Where else would you rather be on 420? Here or down there with you fucking savages? 419. You got to go to the SouthBeachComedyFestival.com. Pre-order your fucking tickets, $20, Friday night, 8 o'clock, April 19th. Don't fuck around. You want the dates? I'm coming to Utah. I'm coming to Austin, Texas. You got to go to joeydiaz.net. That's where you'll find the motherfucking hoodies. That's where you'll find the commemorative podcast t-shirt. And that's where you'll find all the late-breaking fucking info over here at the Church of What's Happening in Mount Lee. You're fucked up.
Yeah, it fucking made me smoke and they gave me the edible.
You look like Barabbas. You have this fucking beard and everything. So what are we down to? How many pounds?
I was down to 66 when I finished juicing. I've gained between 6 and 10 pounds. I'm up to like 50, 55.
Now, when do you go to Vegas?
Tomorrow.
And what are your plans in Vegas? Do you have a plan on what you're going to eat, what you're bringing with
The
you?
one thing I'm eating that you think is ridiculous is the stromboli. But other than that, I'm going to be healthy. That I've been there before. It's fucking amazing. I don't care what you say. It's fucking delicious.
All right,
But
this is what you're risking everything for.
I'm not risking everything. One stromboli. I've stayed good. I haven't eaten out. I've been eating healthy every day. So I deserve a motherfucking stromboli.
And then when's your mom coming?
Next Friday.
And then what are you going to do when she's here? Where are you taking her to eat? What's going on?
We're going to that garlic place you told me about, and I'll figure out some other places. It'd be like going to sushi or something. So I'll figure out some places.
All right, I'm watching. What's going on with the personal trainer that was going to come over and make you run they said you were going to start running this week. What happened?
No one's coming over. I do need to, with my time off, I do need to be doing more of that, but I haven't.
They still got the gym here in the building?
Yeah.
Where is it?
It's down the.
Let's go down there right now and see what you got.
I'm gonna go to bed now.
Bed?
You jerk.
You ain't going to fucking sleep. We gotta go meet these people. We got things to do.
Yeah, that's what I said before you gave me the fucking.
You gotta go eat some, and I still gotta. You gotta open your mouth. I'm gonna throw this in there like a fucking seal. And that's it, people. I love you very much. Whoa, when are you releasing the Vinny Curto one?
I put it up last night.
All right, because I get tortured. I don't need to be.
I put it up. I told you guys. I put up the
nothing. People
I said I put up
hit me
Tuesday.
up all night. Some guy, whatever, sent me fucking those things on Facebook. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, it's every Mondays is up, Tuesdays is up. I'll put today's up tonight. I do it when I say I'm going to do it.
I don't like eating these things and doing these podcasts. I get stoned and I go into a different direction.
You don't like it. I told you last night I didn't want to do it when you called me.
Nah, you were the one that, it'll be fun, you fuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You got music for me or what?
What do you want to do? You want to do another Barry White song?
No, I don't want no Barry White.
What else do you want
Let's
to do?
end with Groove is in the Heart. I'm going to stay here now with you. We're going to order some food, do some jumping jacks. Have you done a jumping jack tonight?
No.
Next week we're going to put the camera in so you can see from this angle.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
And Lee's going to do jumping jacks in the morning and sit-ups and fucking burpees. When was the last time you did a burpee?
What's a burpee?
You know, a fucking thing where you go down, kick your legs, and go right back up.
Oh, like you do a jumping jack, go down, do a push-up? Yeah, okay.
We're going to do one of each.
Fuck
We're going to clear this table. You're going to be a fucking superhero. You're going to look like Jack LaLanne in Heat and shit, all right?
Oh, shit.
All right. You know I love you, cocksuckers. The edible hit me too hard. I got a meeting. What am I going to do? I'm going to go home and talk to those cats now.
That's what I told you.
Nah, see, it was all your fucking fault, cocksucker. I love you guys with all my heart. Have a great weekend. Oh, before I forget, do me a fucking favor, all right? Go to the doctor if you need to. I'm 50. I go to the doctor every 3 weeks just to talk to the fucking guys so you can look into my eyes. I swear to God.
I just go to talk to shit?
Yeah, sometimes I just get high and talk to them. Just take a look at me to make sure everything's all right? So, do me a favor. Go to the doctor, get home, whatever. Hey, listen, if you start by walking down the corner and walking back, that's where it all starts right there. And that's with everything in your life. Bend over, pick up a paper. But you know what? It's Wednesday. Do me a favor. Get it started. Get out there. You see a chick you like, talk to her. Eat her ass. Do something. Don't sit there like this fucking Lee. Look at him. He lost all this weight. He's looking like Sinatra in 58. And he's walking around all shy and shit.
I'm a
fucking
shy
going
guy.
to Vegas with 3 guys. You're all going to sleep in the same room. I don't know. You're making me suspect, Lee.
What am I supposed to do? I can't
know.
roll like Matt Flavor and go to the Four Seasons. And
I don't fucking go to the Four Seasons.
Yes,
I'm just
you do.
saying.
You-
No, I don't. When the UFC takes us or something like that, yeah, but I don't go to no fucking Four Seasons. What do you think you're dealing with?
You have a tab. You say you're with the fucking Castro or something.
Would you fucking stop? There's no fucking tab nowhere. My money's just as green as yours. When I went to Vegas, when you go to Vegas, where else are you gonna stay? You gotta stay at one of those fucking places. You go online, it's like $160 or something, right? How much are you paying?
I don't know. My friends wanted to stay at the Palazzo for some reason, but it'll be fun.
I think you guys gonna chase each other because you don't drink.
I
you
drink.
Don't smoke.
No, I'll drink.
None
there.
of you gamble.
Gamble.
This trip is a little suspect. How old is he? You got a picture of these fucking guys?
On Facebook. I don't have a picture of my
They're a
wallet.
little older than you?
Yeah, they're like 30, 31, yeah.
Oh, Lee. Just
What?
tell me the truth. That's what's going on.
What?
You're going to Vegas to dance with 2 rich guys. Shit.
No, I worked with them at the movie theater.
They're gonna put a little skirt on you and shoot those little bow and arrows with the stickum to hit you in the forehead. You little dirty fucking bastard. You.
If I was doing that, I wouldn't be driving to Vegas.
Well, why else would you go?
I'd be a private jet. If I'm gonna dance in a little skirt, I gotta go in class.
No, if they're gonna dance in the skirt, you're gonna stuck their little stomach. They're gonna fly in.
That's what I'm saying. I'm driving in a fucking car.
Lee, Why you busting my balls?
I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
You better get it together. Go to onit.com for all your products. The kettlebell is pretty fucking cool, the Joey Diaz kettlebell, but it don't exist.
I was gonna say, is that real?
100 fucking pounds. I talked to the guy the other day. We were laughing our asses off. But anyway, do me a favor. Have a great week. The Vinny Curto live podcast is up. Listen to it. Tell us what you think. If you think we should keep doing them, right or wrong. If you want to email me, whatever, love, hate, JoeyDiaz.net. It's all there. Lee Sayat's on fucking Twitter at Lee Sayat. I'm at Mad Flavor. My aunt, I'm never getting this fucking high again in the morning. You understand me? I'm bumped up, but I like it. Lee, hit me with some fucking music. Little groovers in the heart. Get these people going. It's fucking Wednesday.
We're going to dance.
Let me tell you something. I'm happy, King of Jewel.
We're going to dance and have some fun.